Greetings, loved ones. Today, we begin a 9-part series on children and domestic violence. Our focus today is how to explain violence to children with 6 tips for talking to them about domestic violence. Please help us get these messages out. Please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit that like button and the notification bell, and please share these messages with others, because you never know, just by doing so, you could save a life. Talking about domestic violence is never easy. Talking about it with children who witness violence can be both a heartbreaking and a confusing challenge for parents to navigate. But parents, you need to address this issue whether or not you plan to leave. Lizette Toscano, a parenting educator with ECHO Parenting and Education, says, having the conversation is hard on the survivor and may trigger anxiety and traumatic memories, but silence is not an option. Silence is saying that it's okay that the violence happens. So here are 6 tips for talking to children about violence. Number 1, find the right time. When is the right time to talk about violence within the home? That's easy, Toscano says, whenever the child is ready. She suggests asking open-ended questions after an incident, such as, wow, that must have been scary for you to see. What do you understand happened? Toscano also advises parents to be on the lookout for nonverbal clues in children. Children tend to internalize issues, she says. If your child starts developing a lot of tummy aches and would rather stay with you than go to school, that's a sign that he or she needs to talk. Number 2, don't wait. Children are aware that parents, how do you say it? Children are more aware than parents like to think they are. Don't ever think that your child is too young to see what is going on. And that means they're never too young to start talking about it. There's never a time that's too early to start talking to children about violence and safety, self-care, and boundaries, says Alison Crowe. She's a member of the American Counseling Association and an assistant professor at East Carolina University. The best case scenario, she says, is that we're constantly talking to our children about these issues, not just when the violence happens. Number 3, be age appropriate. The most important messages to convey to children are, I love you, and it's not your fault. As your child grows, you can start having conversations about relationships and boundaries, and use words that your child will understand, and start conversations that are relevant to your child's developmental level. For instance, discussing violence with a young child might include why it's not okay to hit a sibling or classmate. With teens, it's important to discuss intimate partner abuse as they begin dating. Whatever your situation or step in the process of leaving, make sure children understand that the violence they may see at home is not okay. Number 4, offer an outlet. Children who are reluctant to discuss their feelings verbally may find solace in art or journaling, and some children will use words and some will not. Journaling works particularly well among teens. Number 5, continue to discipline. Parents who feel guilty about exposing children to violence may go easy on their children after an incident to try and make up for the trauma. But structure and stability are paramount to children, particularly when violence is present in the home. Continue to keep a routine going as best as you can and be consistent with discipline. Number 6, get help. You don't have to do this alone. Our online programs and counselors are available to help you talk to kids about domestic violence. And take caution if these resources could put yourself or your children in danger if found by the abuser. Talk to a domestic violence advocate about making sure you and your children are safe while also getting your children the help that they need. With 1 in 3 women experiencing domestic violence worldwide, and even more children witnessing the violence, the question is not if you will encounter a victim of violence, The question before God is, what will you do when you do encounter them? You could be the person who saves a life. You are called. We are all called to be champions for justice. And those who suffer violence, they need to know that those who love them and those who don't even know them will step out and reach out to them to give them the help and the courage they need to leave before it's too late. Help us get these messages out. Please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit that like button and the notification bell, and please share these messages with others. You never know. Just by doing so, you could save a life. If you are a victim of violence, I want you to listen to me. You've been hearing lies for so long. I want you to know the truth. The truth is you are valued. You are loved. You are intelligent, and you are beautiful. God does not want you to suffer violence. He wants you to live free from violence in peace and tranquility. There is a way out. It's not your fault. And abuse is not love. If you are a victim, please reach out to someone today. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, call 911 for help. If you know of a child suffering violence, tell the authorities. Tomorrow, we will talk about how to get your children out of harm's way. Until then, God bless you.